Hello everyone, we are back to GunVue development, and I want to show you some basics of building a GunVue application feature. So I've recently added this project section, and it's quite simple now, as we have the list that is available for everyone, any logged in user. So I'm logged in, and I can just enter a new project, so project Earth, like this, and I just add the project. So here it is, this project, and I click it, and when I click it, the color changes, and I double click it, and the timestamp changes. So this is my reactive object that is a project that is just pasted here. And yeah, the changes are reactive to anyone in any place of Earth. For now it's just a development server, but it's just gunvue.js.org, and let's play it. So but now we're building stuff, and we have this setup, but it's just a bare bones. It's just a very simple starter place, and I want to show you the very basics, and then we will go on and create a few search for this list and just design it a little bit. But yeah, what's happening is that once we get to the place, we have the components that are showing us these three things. So we have these form, so project form shows us this new project, and then the add project, and this part, and we also have the list of project cards. So when we are in the project list, we just get the projects, the reactive object that is loaded from the composables. And yeah, here is the place where we get the list. So how it's happening is, first of all, we should know the common way to know that this is projects. Every time we see this, it is this, just the string. I'm experimenting with that, so we need to load it. So we loaded this, you use gun, and we need the current room to enter it, because we store the projects in the current room. If we go to another room, enter, so once we get to the projects, we can see any projects. We can update, there are no projects, or we can just try to add it, but it's not yet updated to the certificate, so it doesn't have a certificate here, so I can't do it. But now I press renew, I have the certificate here, and yeah, you can see the private key here. Funny. And here there's a project, so I've added a project to this room. Yeah, so this works pretty much crazy good. So let's get back to the leave this room, yeah, and go to the project. So we are back, and this is how we get the project. So we go to the current room, and then we get the projects path, then we map over all these projects, and just what we do here is we delete this underscore object of gun that we don't need here. And then the quite an important part, we get the copy of the data that's coming from gun, because sometimes this data gets cached and we don't receive the changes reactively. So this copy with the spread operator is very important in this place. So it's just that simple. It's just that simple, and we get the reactive projects, and only by this user. You see, we can't do this at all, but my projects are fine. Yeah, so how do I get this functionality in the first place? And it's quite an important thing. Let's see. So we have the title, we have the project. It's just this, the current project. It's just the new project, we should say here. So this is how it begins. Then we export these things, so the title, the project, and the update project field. That is a function that is very important, because this makes us really create the project. So the naming should be, I think, create, but imagine it's create. So we get gun, we get user, we get the links. So we get to the user space, get projects, get project title, and there we put the project file, the object. So this object that we edit here, we just create some fields. We may create many fields, many fields here, but we put them all as an object to this gun user space. And then if publish is true, it's true by default, we just publish it to the room. So we get the room projects, then we have the rule where we can say that there's a title, then the @ sign, and the user pub, the current user pub, the logged in user. So this user can put into this room because of the certificates that is loaded from current room, and what we put there is the link. So it's not the object, it's the link, the GunVue reference, gun reference. So with this, every time we go to this path, we will receive the data from this gun user graph. So this gun user doesn't need the certificate anymore. He can just develop this project with any number of fields that he needs and wants. And yeah, we may show them, we may not show them, as the UI will help. And the last thing here is this fun one-liner. So it's just a shorthand, just to play around with the update project field. So we get the title of the project. So the title is the main thing for the projects. Once you change the title, you change the project. So it's just a unique path. So there's a field, some name that you are want to get, and put a value there. So it may be anything, and I'm using this function update project field here. So I load it, import it from the composables section, and then once we click it, we go to the project title, so this project, current project title, and say set the color of it to some random color generated from the current date, like this. And the statement is changed to the date now on the double click. So here we have the statement changing when double click up. It works, and on one click we have the color changing. So the user is updating the project in his own space, so it's just his own data, user data, but it's displayed in this room because the user just published it. If the user wants to delete the link, it will be deleted. It may be set to null. Yeah, let's maybe try it, but I think yeah, I can do this. But now I have a plan. I want to just make this a little bit better, a little bit you know, prettier, and I want to add the views search to the display of the projects. So let's dive into it. If you wanted just the basics of Gun, you may skip the other part, but here's the second part of this idea of this project. Okay, let's go. We have the use projects. So I want to have something like a search, search reference, ref. That's just a you know, an empty string, so search. And then I want to use the Vue.js library here. So I already have it installed, I suppose. So Vue.js, yes. and I wanna go just to one of my projects, the chromatone, and yeah, this is how this works. So we have the array of objects, and then we include some options where we have the keys. So these are the keys of the objects of these of this array that we are looking for, and so these candidates are just what is built the list for us. So let's say that we want these. So we'll have to import fuse. Import fuse like this. I like to copy and paste because it's my code. I know how it's working, and it's working fine. So okay, search. We need the object. So this will be the object. So we will say use fuse should change. It should rescan every time we have the updates. So once the projects update, we should have the fuse again. So we will have let's see, we will have the fuse. Yeah, we will have fuse being a computed. So it will be a computed fuse. So it will be a ref. So I'll have to use value after it, but it will return this every time new once I have the projects changed. So I suppose this should work. Yeah, and these candidates, let's just get them here. Oh, get the candidates here. So it will be yeah, we put value here, search and search value, like this. So yeah, fine. So let's see the candidates. Later. So these should be projects. Yeah. Yeah, fine. So we have title. We have let's just have title. Keys title. Ignore location. Yes. Include score. Yes. So we have everything that we need. Let's get back to here, and we can have with our project list, we can have here the data for the candidates. So we can have just candidates displayed here. So if we have so we should need this search to be changed accordingly. So it's here, this search, but maybe this search is the same as this title in our case. So let's say that we have it here. So let's say that there is a constant that is like search, like title, the current title. So it's a ref. So we should import. Maybe I don't know if I'll just take it from use project from here. Yeah, so okay, so we can say use project. Yeah, we will say we can take it from here. So this will be the title. Yeah, so the title, we will use it here. So title value. Yeah, so we don't need this search now, and here we can have the title, but maybe search is better. Maybe search is better, but okay, let's see how it works. So now we can we should see that when we change the title, so here we should yeah, here, so we are not watching it, so we search title value. So title is imported from here. Let's say that I don't know, maybe it should be in one in here in the list. So this search should be right there. Let's try it. Search. Let's try it right here. I think it's just worth it. So search like this, and let's say that we have the const search that is a ref, and here will be the search. Okay, this should work. This should work. And we go to the project list, and we have here we can have an input that is that has a V model search, and yeah, just that easy. And once we print this should make us yeah. So there's of course now I know what should be fixed. So I have the projects here, but it's supposed to have an array. So object values, and here we have the projects. Yeah, this should work. This should work fine. Yeah, this just works. So we have the objects, and also we have the score for them, the projects in the score. So it's working quite nicely. So let's get back to the initial ideas. So it will be the title now like this, and here we will have the title like this. So now we can change it here, and no title oh, it's here, but yeah, maybe project title like this, not the title, but yeah, we should go to the form and say if it's the project title. So yeah, I can load the project from here. Should be okay, and here this will be the project title like this. So it's yeah, so this filters out everything that we need. So so we are starting to edit a project. Once we start typing, we have project title going just there. So we load it, and it's not this title, so it's just the project title. Maybe I should change it. It's just the bare bones now. Yeah, like this. So now I can have let's, and yeah, and it just filters everything as I want. So when everything is empty, when the title is empty, the array is empty too. So we can use it and say that once we have, so let's see the format of the candidates. So they are item and everything that we need, and the score we will use maybe somehow later. So we will need to say that these should be so if let's say like this, so we will have a template that is conditional, and it will be if candidates length is zero. So this will be displayed. So yeah, nothing is displayed when we have some candidates. They are displayed like this. So or we can just say even simpler. So we can say that use projects, but we need that this project from here. So we will have just to import the project like this, and this will go away. And we may say that, yeah, but it's fine like this. Yeah, so yeah, we will have to make this twice, but I can say template velse, and it will have the candidates, and the key will be this will be a candidate like this. Key will be the candidate, and project will be candidate item, and the path will be candidate item like this, and this may be too like this. So this should work. Let's try. No, slice path slice. So oh yeah, path. So path should be like this. Back again. Yeah, so no is null component. Let's check this error. What's wrong? Slice is not so in candidates we will have yeah, so the path is the thing that we parse to get the author of yeah, of the yeah, so I see the problem. Yeah, we will have to we have the path, and this says what who's the author, but if we have the candidates, we don't have this information here, so it just doesn't respect the keys. But maybe I can make it work. So we have the candidates that are so we have the values, and maybe we can just populate this as just, you know, author. Maybe it's that easy. Maybe. So we have this object being populated from the room, and these are the projects of the users, and then we just iterate over them as an array. So we lose the keys, but we need the keys. And with that, let's just make it a more complex function. Let's say that we can make it like you know, the list, maybe like this, and we will iterate over the list, but the list will be something like object values, object how it's gonna entries. So this should be like let's just console log this. So we will have entries, and we will iterate over them as I remember. But no, object entries, no. Oh, we will have, of course, no, we will have the projects. Yeah, this like this, of course, and then we will have to map over them. Yeah, map, and see the, and tell it that the array that we get should become an object of you know, path should become the array 1, so the 0, so the key, and then let us have everything else. So the data should be there. So path is like this. Oh yeah, of course, it should be in brackets like this. Yeah, in brackets. And yeah, so this should be array 1, so we get everything else here too. So let's try and run it from there. Views value is undefined, and then views value is undefined. So of course we should return it. Yeah, this should work. And yes, and this doesn't help with the search, but I think it's a little thing to explore. So the list, so let's see this list. Let's see this list once. Yeah, so it's an array of the object path title and the object path public. So it doesn't update. Let's check 3. Boom. No, it doesn't work. Title is not defined. Use project. So I okay. Yeah, so this should be, of course, the project title. Yeah. Yes, and this will help us check 3. Oh, it's changing. Yeah, every time. Okay, and yeah, but it's just 2 of them. It shouldn't be like this. So let's see. Object entries. So let's just see the data that we are getting. So yeah, it's like this. Fuse.js, and yeah, this is everything. Projects, of course, just projects. Oh, let's see if it works now. Yeah, it should work. Yes, it's there. So now we are filtering, and we have some errors back, but we are more near the place. So yeah, there is no path again, but we can deal with it now, because here we can have the candidate dot item dot path like this. This should be yeah, this should work, but no, candy. Oh, that's just a typo. Candy. Oh, it's here. It's here. Projects, candidate, candy. What's the problem? Oh, it's just in the template, of course. Candidate. Yes, here candidate. Yeah, like this. So yeah, we have this back. It works even if I type something, and we get this list just fuse searchable. So let's here, yeah, and we get everything that we expected it. So the last thing I hope for this video is to add the transition. So transition group name will be just fade for now, and yeah, we just need to indent this inside. So yeah, we have the transitions of fading. There is another animation in these components. We can find it in styles, transitions, and we have just list and panel and slide. So let's have the list transition. Yeah, list transition is like this. So yeah, it's just filters quite nicely, and we have everything that we need like this. And yeah, everything is changing. And if I add some other projects, so other, I added, and yeah, it's filtering, and I can find it easily like this. So we have the projects. Duplicate keys are in our let's see, duplicate keys are somewhere where I have a 0 object. So I want to search for this key. I don't have key here. No key here, but in transition group. So project, let's see, maybe this, candidate item dot, I don't know where the 0 comes from. Let's see if I can say this project title like this. Yeah, it works fine. So yeah, the last thing is that once we have this thing, I want this button to go in some other place, because yeah, we have I want it to be at the bottom, like so it will be under the list, and I can have it in our app. So we have the pages, the projects, here we have the projects index. Yeah, so we have the form, we have the list. So I want to have the button here that will say add a project. Yeah, so it will be in my app, not in the components, and the app is the main thing for everything, supposedly, or not. Let's just go back and paste it into the list for now. And yeah, the one thing that I need is that this should be shown. Yeah, okay, I'll save it for later, because it's all about this form, and maybe if I have this form, if I want to place this form on another page even, because adding a project shouldn't be that easy, because it may contain many fields. So yeah, I suppose that's it for now. Let's have the build script running and see if we don't have any errors and mistakes in the code. I hope it will build fine and we'll have these improvements and really huge opportunities to create some interesting things, because the projects is the thing that will be running the gifts. So the gifts will be attached to the projects, and this is very important, because I want the gifts to be really useful for the people who receive them. Not just the gifts, but gifts that are supposed to go into the projects that the user, the author, publishes. So yeah, that's it for this session. Thank you for being with me, and I hope this helps you create your apps with GunVue or within GunVue. So you're welcome. See ya. Bye.